Because they want Tron, not Sun, okay? They want Tron. Ultimately, at the end of the day, Sun is a secondary created asset.
Cryptoslo, cryptocurrency news and investing.
Cryptoslo with more crypto gains. What's going on, guys? Hope you're doing well out there today. Today we're going to talk about Sun token. It's been about, I don't know, 10 to 12 hours since the launch. Let's get into it. So, looking at the chart, we had the massive drop as there was a race to sell. Now, what happened with the distribution was your Tron is still locked at sun.market, but they airdropped the tokens to everybody. So a lot of people didn't realize that the tokens automatically, magically appeared in their wallet. So how do you see them in your Tronlink? Well, first and foremost, be sure to add the Sun contract to your Tronlink. So I'll leave a link down below to the official contract, and basically you click on Tronlink, click on the 3 lines, asset management, and just add the contract as a contract, right? So then you just paste it in there and hit add, and you're good to go. The coin listed on multiple exchanges, including Tron Trade, Kucoin, and a couple others. So the order books on Kucoin, they're picking up a little bit. Not too bad, but it looks like the average price is around $27. So yeah, and then it's also on JustSwap. It was very erratic. To make sure you find the official one, click on scan and then go down and look for Sun. Because keep in mind, when you're adding liquidity or anything like that, you want to make sure you're on the right one. Look for the one that has a lot of liquidity. Now, with liquidity being spoken, I will say I am not adding TRX Sun liquidity. I don't typically, I'm not a fan of these 50-50 pools, especially when it's a new asset. If it's a more established asset, I might consider it. But this is completely new, so therefore it's just a great way to get wrecked, because if Sun goes down, it's going to suck all the value out of your Tron tokens. Okay, now with that, it's been pretty solid. I mean, I'm not going to lie, it's actually higher than I expected. Now, what is my strategy with my Sun tokens? Well, I sold. So I sold. I pulled in about 2K US in my Sun tokens. And what did I do with my Sun tokens? You're all waiting for that. Let's go over to sun.market. Now, what you can see very clearly is that the total lockups dramatically increased. Okay, so what does that mean? What does that mean? That means the rich get richer. So this is a clear indicator to me that people sold their Sun and they're hyper compounding into this contract. Why? Because they want Tron, not Sun, okay? They want Tron. Ultimately, at the end of the day, Sun is a secondary created asset. They're using time value lockup to pump this coin. And as with Justin, he's the master of pumping. So just be careful. What did I do? I took my Sun, sold it to TRX, and restaked back into the contract so that I can keep up with pool inflation. Because you'll notice this almost increased by $1 billion overnight. So basically, effectively, what they're doing is they're pulling the Tron out of the market, looping it through Sun, and at the end of the day, they walk away with more TRX. Looking at the token holder list, mind blown. This is really big. I don't even 15 billion TRX. Yeah, I don't know. So looking at the wallet holders, there are massive whales. I mean massive. 7,000, 10,000, 300,000. I mean, this pulled the whales out of the woodwork. I mean, these people, 7,000 at 27. It's 27 times 7,000. $189,000 worth of Sun token. So these people could easily sell some of their Sun, still keep a stack, and keep increasing their TRX at the end of the day. And honestly, I think that is the end game here, is the people that want to increase their TRX. Now, will Sun be used in yield farms and such? Absolutely. I totally, definitely can see Sun will be the hot new farms. Farms will pop up with Sun that require Sun, and we could get a secondary pump on Sun, maybe taking it up to 35, 40, maybe even $50 if somebody comes out with something innovative from a farming side. So I can see it pumping, but for me, I would rather lock my gains in as I go. And honestly, I'll just keep mining. I'll just keep mining and selling. I mean, I could come out of this with, 2 or 300,000 TRX at the end of this, because this Sun mining event is going to last 10 weeks and it's going to get exponentially harder with the amount of Sun you're getting halving every week. So, the ROI will decrease as well. Now, will that increase the price? Now, keep in mind there's going to be more tokens out there. 19 million tokens at the end of the day is still a lot of tokens. And really, all they're doing is transferring value from Tron into the Sun token. But, if you get them for free, if you have a little stack of them, it'd be cool to mine some stuff, with your Sun. But just don't get trapped into any time lock things or anything like that where you have to farm for X amount of days or something, because most likely you will have decay of the assets. So remember, even if this pumps, most of these farm tokenomics, the game theory behind them, they will decay, which brings me to let's go back over here to Just Swap, which brings me to Pearl. If you listened to me the other day, I said that Pearl is decaying. And see, it was 1250 or 1300 when I said that in the other video, and look, it's already down to 1,000. So as these Pearl farms extinguish, they're going to have to come up with a reason to hold Pearl. I'm not saying Pearl's a bad asset. It's just the fact that it was the most valued farming asset at the time. But this could easily change very quickly. And how does that happen? That happens when people start removing liquidity. So there's nothing, it's not even selling pressure, because if the selling pressure is up here, but then you pull this chunk of liquidity, this increases basically exponentially the selling pressure on that token. So just be careful with Pearl if you're still holding it, because I do see that this price it's continuing to decay. It started at 4,000 or 5,000 and it's down to 1,000. So you already have a 75% loss of funds. So yeah, so that is my strategy with Sun. Is I'm going to continue to mine and I'm going to continue to lock profits in as we go, because at the end of the day, Tron heads just want more Tron. That's just, But I mean, could it pump and you could get a lot more for your tokens? Yes, but remember, one of my key principles of slow accumulation of crypto is to always lock in some profits. So if you don't sell your whole bag, just sell part of your bag, lock in some profits, because that will help you cost average DCA on the positive side if the primary token gets crushed. And as today I wore my HODL Tron t-shirt just to celebrate the launch of Sun. So as always, I mean, for sure, it was a solid launch by Justin, but just watch out for Justin Pumpamentals. It always gets you in the end. Like, subscribe. Hope you liked today's video. This is Cryptoslo. As always, if you're not talking gains, then we're not talking.